Hello. Now, this is part 2 or take 2. I am just waiting to see that.
Or take 2.
Sorry, ladies, just bear with me. Now, hey, take 2. Am I live in the group? Can you see me? I hope so. Yes, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. How was your long weekend? I hope it was a good one. Happy Easter I know it's after Easter, but happy late Easter to all of you. I hope you did manage to have a wonderful 4 days off. I know I did, and clearly I was actually just saying to my VA just before, I don't actually think my brain has fully switched on yet, or it hadn't at least half an hour ago, but I think as the day is going on, my brain is switching back into business mode, so it's very interesting. Just bear with me, ladies, because I'm just going to make sure that I can bring
I hope so.
your comments. There we go. It looks like people can see me. Yay! That makes me happy. All right, so we have a bit something special planned for you all this morning. I have several ladies who have been really interested about having their sales funnel or their social media audited. Now, the idea was that these ladies came live, but I think I'm a little bit scary, and none of them have come live with me. However, that's not going to stop us because we always have plan B. Good morning, Ashley. How are you, lovely lady? Good morning, Power May. So what I'm going to do today is I know that I'm always mentioning these sales funnel and social media audits, right? So today what I'm going to do is these 3 different ladies, I'm going to look at their Facebook personal profiles, and we're going to give them a little bit of an audit to show how them and you can actually take these tips as well and do them yourself to make the most out of your Facebook personal profile as you can. Now, why personal profile? Why are we going to look at the personal profile? Because, you might be thinking, well, Ali, I didn't think we could use our personal profile for business. Well, you can. And the reason for that is, that's where most people will go when they go to find you on social media, particularly on Facebook. That's the first place they'll go. So it is very important that is set up for the optimal, it's set up optimal, I don't know, display or I wouldn't call it advertising, whatever you would call it, but for people to find out, get to know you and know what you do, okay? I can't find my words this morning. It's going to be a fun day, people. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you. And as I said, I have got several social media funnels to go through. So first of all, we're going to look at beautiful Kim Powell. Now, Kim was actually going to come live today. However, she unfortunately isn't well. So Kim, if you're watching the replay, let me know, darling, and I'd love to know your thoughts about this, because you don't get notifications from your business page. Wonder who told me that. Exactly, Ashley. I wonder who did teach you that. All right, so let's have a look, Kim, at this is your personal page on, so we're friends, right? And what I'm finding is interesting is that I can't tell how many friends you actually have. We have 85 people in common, but is it going to tell me down here? See, even down here, it doesn't tell me how many friends you actually have. Now, I'd be curious to know, is it only the 85 friends that you have, or do you have more? And the reason I say that is because if you're not aware, and this goes for all of you, if you are unaware, Facebook gives you the opportunity to have up to 5,000 friends. So that's a fair lot of people that you can get yourself in front of, right? To get yourself visible. That's the word I'm trying to think of. Get yourself visible on social media. So I'd be curious to know, Kim, how many friends you actually do have, if it's in the hundreds, the thousands, whatever it is. So if you don't have, too many friends above that 85, what I would suggest is adding people who, A, do what you do, or do something similar to what you do, and B, people who are interested in what you do or what you sell. All right. Now, let me have a look down here, Kim. Now, I can see that you work at Park Lane Jewelry and you are an independent consultant at the Body Shop. Okay. Awesome. Now, my question to you is, do you have business pages? Have you made business pages that relate to what you do, right? So have you made your own business pages? Now, as Ashley said here, people don't get notifications from the business pages. However, when they come to your personal profile, they're going to look for what you do, right? Particularly if you are connecting with them, you're saying that, yes, I'm in business, you know, they're going to look for what you do. So what you want to do is, if you have a business page, make that link clickable. Okay, so you can actually, so they can just click on it and go straight to your business page. Before I go any further here too, I love that you've got a photo of yourself, Kim. It's a beautiful photo. I love it. That is perfect. Well done. Well done. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people won't have that photo. They, for whatever reason. But well done for having a gorgeous photo of yourself. This photo up here, this looks like it's one of your special fur babies. But up here is a very, very good opportunity for us to also tell people and have something very visual to tell people what we do. Okay, so you could actually use this to say, you could go into Canva, make a lovely design saying Park Lane Jewelry and Body Shop Consultant, or whatever you want to do. Put a couple of pictures, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples later on. Put some pictures, you know, some sort of cover showing what you do up there. Let's have a look down here. Now, when I said we're talking about making links clickable is what I'm trying to get out. Have a look at this link here. Now, this is not it's a long link and it doesn't look very pretty, right? So what you want to do is you want to, there's ways that you can do this, but you want to find this to make it look pretty and make it shorter. Okay, now where does it take us to? Let's have a look where it takes us to. Okay, so it takes us to Park Lane Jewelry, so it's going to the catalogue, and it's obviously taking a little bit of time to load. Whether that's my computer or not, I don't know. So let's go back. You've got a Facebook group here. Now this is obviously one of your Facebook groups. Awesome. And then what I notice is you've got another Facebook group down here. Now you're doing Body Shop and you're doing jewelry. What I would suggest, and this is a whole other audit, Kim, is that rather than running two groups, why don't you just combine them into one? You've got 121 members in that one, you've got 86 members in that one. So why not combine both of them into one, which is going to be easier for you to manage, and you're going to have more people in them. You'll be able to broaden it. As I said, that's a whole other audit, so I won't go into that. Your Park Lane is still loading. And lastly, so you've got this one here, and then you've got this, which looks actually quite more pretty. It looks prettier, more pretty. I'm not wording very well this morning, am I? Things are taking very long to load. Let me just close a few things down, so hopefully they don't take so long. I do know that this actually didn't, this looked a lot better. That's right, now things are going to freeze up. Here we go. Here we go. That's right, I remember clicking on this link and I thought, Kim, this was actually a better, yeah, things are loading faster now. There you go, it was my computer. This is actually better because it gives you more of a visual straight away on what people can buy. So this is your Park Lane one, and I just saw that really piqued my interest, particularly as a jewelry freak myself. So one last piece of advice I will give you, Kim, is that see all your posts here. Happy Easter. We've got Kim's True Love. We've got a few, you know, and I don't think that's you. What we're not seeing of is enough of your beautiful face, Kim, because this is a personal profile. And so we're not seeing enough of you as a person. People in business want to get to know you. They want to see your beautiful face. Like I said, it's lovely that you've got your photo up the top here of your beautiful face, but that's the only time we see it. We haven't seen a lot of it in your profile. So there's a few little tweaks that you can make there, and there's a whole heap more. There's a whole heap more that I could tell you, but obviously I don't have time to do that right now. So I want to move on. So I hope that has helped you, Kim. So now what I want to do is move on to the beautiful Sharon, who also suggested, was after a social media audit. So Sharon, again, love that you've got a picture of your beautiful self. Gorgeous photo, love it. And again, same thing. So 66 mutual friends. We're friends on Facebook, yes. Can I see how many friends you've got? No, I cannot. So same question goes to you. Are you utilizing the 5,000 friends? Or, how many friends do you have on Facebook? And again, Sharon, if you're watching the replay, pop hashtag replay. And I would love to see your responses to this. Now here, this is really good. I love, so your intro, you've got goddess and light worker. Beautiful. So we see what you do, kind of, right? We kind of see what you do. Now, my question to you is do you have a business page? If you do, add it down here as where you work. So you work at, you are a goddess and light worker at, for instance, if your business page is Sharon Sims, light worker. So you are a goddess and light worker at Sharon Sims light worker. Okay, and you make it clickable so people can come straight here and they go, oh, I want to find out more about what she does, and I'm going to click on that straight away. Now, what I do love here is that you have got, see how these are very, very neat, like they're just very neat. They look pretty. So this is an Instagram. I see, again, you've got two different Instagrams. Is one a personal and is one a business? If one's a personal, see, this looks like it's personal. I would take the personal one off and concentrate on your business one. Now, again, this is a whole other audit here, but this kind of tells us what you do, but it kind of doesn't. If this is your business one, Sharon, and I'd be interested to know if it is. Living and loving life in Perth, around the whole world, personifying the living goddess and empowering others along the way. Awesome, but we still don't know what you do. Right? So that's a big conversation to have there. And this is actually where I help my ladies in the Heart and Soul Business Academy get clear on their title, what they do, who they help, right? And once you do that, even to put in a little sentence here helps everybody straight away. And so you can, it helps them whether they, want to get to know you. And while I'm here, I'll just give that a follow. Whether they want to get to know you more. If you're someone that they're looking for, because they're probably looking for someone who does what you do, Sharon. So let them know a little bit more clearly what it is that you do. Let's go back here. And this is your LinkedIn. So this is all, I love that you have put your, all your links there looking very neat. See LinkedIn here, it's a little bit clearer. So you're podcaster, hypnotherapist, kinesiologist, coach. Okay, so you've put all different things that you do there, and I don't have time to go and audit your LinkedIn. And again, I'll give it a follow. But here we can actually see what you do. Do you see what I mean? But people aren't really going to know until they kind of want to bother to click on the LinkedIn. Just check cross promotion guidelines with company. If that's referring to Kim, yes, that's a good point, Claire. Thank you. And hello, welcome. Thanks for joining, Claire. Now, let's go down here. And let's have a look what the content of your social media is. And again, I can say, so we've got some photos, but they're they're memories. They're not, it's great to share memories every now and then. But when you're sharing new posts, it's good to share new posts. When you're sharing new posts, it's good to put photos of you. We want to see you. Again, same like with Kim. We want to see photos of you. Okay. Yes, absolutely. We want to see some humor. Gotta love a bit of humor. Okay. So, how my podcasting days have evolved. That was a year ago. Awesome. How have they evolved? Tell us a little bit more. Do you see what I mean? So you've kind of started to say something, but you haven't quite finished it. Like, how have they evolved? What are you doing now? Tell us about it. People want to know. So, and again, so you see how so you're sharing a lot of memories, Sharon, which is awesome. But what's Sharon doing now? Love to see some up-to-date photos of you and what you're doing now. All right, and just going back up the top here, again, just like with Kim, this is a great opportunity here to go into Canva, do a design, tell us what you do, okay? Now, just one more, I wanted to do, another lady who said she wanted her profile looked at was Trisha. Now, Trisha, this is really interesting. Now, Trisha is actually one of my heart and soul clients. So, Trisha, I love you, and I'm going to challenge you a little bit here because we've been through a lot of this stuff together. So, again, Sharon, Trisha, 27 Mutual. Don't know how many friends you've got. I think I do. I think we have spoken about it before. And I know that you are growing your friends base, and I want to challenge you to keep doing that. Keep doing it. I love this. Don't settle for basic, baby. Extraordinary is where it's at. Beautiful. But it doesn't tell us what you do. Right? Here, I support people to live their best life and create an income while doing it. That's awesome, right? That is going to draw people's attention. So you're drawing their attention, but then we're like, do you have a business page? How do you do that, right? Can you see what I mean? So, when your business page is up and running, get it, put it there so we can click on it. Now, and I know it's a beautiful photo, Tricia, you're looking lovely. So here, again, same with the other ladies, we're not seeing enough of Tricia. And I know, Tricia, that you have some amazing wisdom to share. You have, some incredible stuff to share with the world, but we're just not seeing enough of you, lovely. So I want to challenge you, and say, just question you and say, well, is there anything holding you back? Right? What's holding you? And this goes for all the ladies too, is there anything holding you back from sharing more about yourself? And I'm just going to leave that question there. What I'd love to do now is share with you a couple of profiles of my clients who are doing an awesome job, and I know that probably one or two of them are watching at the moment. So let's have a look at Ashley. Now, Ashley, this is looking awesome. Do you see here? Straight away, we've got a gorgeous picture. We've got a picture of her. We know what you look like, Ashley. You've got a really fun branded picture up there, and it tells us straight away what you do. Balloon artist, face painter, bubble artist. Amazing. It says your business name. Awesome. Glitz and twists, which I think is amazing. So it says what you do. You're the owner of Glitz and Twists, specializing in balloons, and what you're specializing in. Now, see what I mean? Business owner, and I would actually change this to maybe instead of business owner, you can change it to balloon artist or something like that at Glitz and Twists. But you see how here, everybody, it's clickable, right? People are going to, if they want to find more about glitz and twists on Facebook, we can go straight here. And it keeps people on Facebook. Facebook loves Facebook. So if you haven't got a business page, build one, right? And I teach you how to do that in the Heart and Soul Academy. So you see where you've studied, which is awesome. And what is this here? I think this is probably your website, which is awesome. Yep, this is your balloon store. Okay, cool. So that takes us to if people want to put orders in, etc. Now, Ashley, what I love is that it's something that you weren't doing a lot of, and I love that now you are putting pictures of yourself, right? You know, I've enjoyed watching you do this and it helps. Yes, it's pictures of your family as well, which is beautiful because this is a personal profile after all, right? And you're putting pictures of yourself, you're putting pictures up of what you do. Where is it? There's one, this is one that I particularly love, right? You've used a bit of humor in this post, right? And you're being real. This is what people want to see. They want to see the real Ashley, right? You've armed yourself with chocolate and tea now to do a job that you hate. Or do you really hate it? But it needs to be done. Socials for glitz and twists, which I think is beautiful. And you know, you've got your chocolate and your cuppa, which I thought that was a really, really good post. And you know what I'm loving is that you are really starting to put yourself out there. Like this was another one, Ashley, that I loved. You know, you're not selling on your personal profile because we actually legally can't do that, but you're showing people what you do, right? This was a really great post to show people what you do, and you've put it on your personal profile. So I love it. Entrepreneur at Glitz and Twists. I'd probably, instead of entrepreneur, I'd probably use it as something more to do with what you do, if that makes sense. And one more person I want to show you quickly is Claire Williams. So Claire is love to help people start their own businesses. I'd probably make that a little bit clearer, Claire. But we can see here straight away that you work at Sensi as an independent consultant, right? Now, I don't know that you have a business page from memory, but you see how here it's not clickable. We haven't got anything to click on here. We can click on this, and I know that takes you to your Sensi page, which is good. I also know, you ladies, that you have a group as well, so you could get people to join your groups. You could put the Facebook group link there, right? Because Facebook loves Facebook. And you could put your Sensi link down here, all right? Now, let's have a look down here, Claire. Look at that. Beautiful day with the Grandies. Is there enough of Claire? Kind of, right? It's personal stuff. It's family stuff. Beautiful. Yep. So, yeah, there is. You know, it doesn't all have to be photos of you. It doesn't all have to be photos of business. But there's a bunch of ways that you can do it. But I love that we're getting to know Claire, and we're also getting to know what you do. So I would say, Claire, that that's a really good mix. So well done. All right. Now, not saying that I'm perfect, but I want to show you an example. I want to show you my personal profile, and probably most of you have seen this anyway, because you see right here, this is branded. You would see that we've updated a lot of stuff in the last week or so. You see, it's all branded. It invites people straight to my group. Right, I'm a business empowerment coach, motivational speaker. Again, the link to my group. Can you see here? It goes straight to my business page. Right, you can see where I've studied, and you can see all my socials here that I want people to go to. And you see how, again, the links are quite neat, and they're clickable. Right, so you can tell that that's because Facebook gives you these options. You can see that's my Insta, that's my YouTube, that's my LinkedIn, that's my website. Right, if you want to see an example of me doing some really interesting kind of in tune singing, but not really, check out that one. Let's look down here. You see, like, it's pictures of me. And it's not that I'm wanting to show off, it's that I'm allowing people the opportunity to get to know who Ali is, right? So there you go, ladies. There's quite a few, there was a lot of information in that quick half hour, right? There was a lot of information. So what I'd love to offer you now is the opportunity. This is like, you know, I've done what, three to five audits in the space of just under half an hour. Now, they were very, very brief audits, but if you book in for a business booster call with me, we have half an hour one-on-one for each of you to come and have an audit with me. Now, not only do we go through your social media, but we also go through your sales funnel, right? And what you are doing at all different stages of the funnel. And I'll give you some, just as I've given you some advice there that you can actually go and change straight away, I will also do that with your sales funnel as well. So it is a very valuable half an hour. And, you know, if you're interested if you're interested to know more about the Heart and Soul Business Academy, I can also give you information on that as well. There's absolutely no pressure. So if you would like a social media and a sales funnel audit, book in for a business booster call. Just pop the word audit in the chat and we can arrange a time where it's, you know, it won't be live on Facebook. It won't be in front of everybody else. It will just be you and I doing it together, and again giving you some really actionable tips that you can take away and use to improve your social media. And of course, it's all organic. Social media is all organic, right? If you use it correctly, it's absolutely going to draw the right people to you. So if you want to have an audit in person, goes for 30 minutes, pop the word audit in the chat. And those ladies who I did little brief audits for you today, you know, let me know what you thought. I would love to know. All right, beautiful ladies, I am off now. I've got to go and get ready for my Heart and Soul girls with my lesson. I can't wait. This is going to be an awesome lesson. Kind of wish I took it before Ali and after Ali personal page screenshots. Absolutely, Ashley. That's hilarious. All right, my beautiful ladies. I will see you later. And yeah, we'll see you later. Have a great day. Okay, bye.